Hi, I'm excited for you to be able to look at this particular graph and probably not know what it is or why it's here, but just know this will make you money. See these blue boxes? These blue boxes all mean something, and they're not drawn after the fact. No, in fact, they're drawn beforehand based on previous day, week, or even months. Now, this is a forecast that works time and time again, and you'll see it happen. In fact, I just finished taking a buy trade right here, and I'm still in it on this swing right here. Um, Now, foreign exchange currency, what is it? Well, foreign exchange currency is basically pairs, which is like the dollar. You'll always hear, if you look at stocks or you look at the money channel, you hear them talking about the yen or the British pound, and it's basically which one's more powerful, which one is taking place, and these numbers are the currencies, the differences between them, the exchange rate of what it is. So if it goes up a pip, which a pip is literally, you see this number right here, 136.57. Um, well, let me actually show you real life. Okay, so this right here is 131.56, and this right now is all the way up to 136.17. That means each pip is each one little digit. So 131.46 to 136 is can't do the math really quick, but I think that's 500 pips. That's 500 pips. Now, if you had $10,000 and you invested one lot, what they call one lot, each pip is worth $10. So 10 times 500, you could do the math, and that's the type of trade I'm in right now. But I could go in here and tell you how much money I've been able to make doing this strategy alone, but you're not going to believe it even if I told you. So I'm not even going to bother telling you how much I've turned $10,000 investment into over this time period. And that's just over since February. But my story actually goes further back than just that. My story goes back to about 5 years ago when I first was looking at trading. And when I was looking at trading, I was looking at stocks, and I wanted to trade stocks because I knew people were making money at trading stocks. So I read book after book after book, and I analyzed charts, and it was just too confusing. And honestly, I didn't have enough money at the time. Well, one day I actually ended up at my job. I was selling windows, and I had a customer, a client, which had a setup in his living room, and it was exactly that. It was he had computers, and I knew he was a day trader. But I asked him, "What is it you do?" He says, "I day trade," which I already knew. But he says, "I trade currencies," and I said, "Currencies? Oh, I'd only known very little about that because I had mainly looked and invested my time in stocks." So I asked him to explain it to me, and he took the time. I sold him his windows. He liked the windows, and he sat with me and showed me how he was making consistent trades. And I said, "Wow, that's fantastic. That's great, wonderful." And as you would probably guess, I wanted him to possibly trade for me. I said, "Look, I'm coming in a little bit of money. I need to invest it, and I wanted to see how I could do it the best way." So he made some recommendations, but didn't really give me a bunch to go on. In fact, he invited me to a class. I went to that class. I paid I paid $1,000 for that class, and it was a 3-day class. I thought for sure I was going to come out from that thing just making so much money. I knew that $1,000 was such a drop in the bucket, and when I left, I thought, wow, I now know how to trade. And you know what happened? I got $10,000, which I was able to invest. I wired it to my account, and I put down, which by the way is a big no-no on $10,000. I put down 5 lots because I thought, woo, if this is a winning strategy, I'm going to make a lot of money really quick. Well, needless to say, I lost that. In fact, all of a sudden my account was down to 7,500. Now you would think that I would get smart and say, okay, I'm going to sit back and try to really, because I know I've been through 3 days of class, that I'm going to do really well. And so, well, needless to say, and I hate to say it, it hurts me to say it actually, but I lost that $10,000. Actually, at the end, I only had $150 left in that account, and I stepped away. Even though I stepped away, I knew there had to be a reason I was losing and other people were making it. And I had to come up with some type of strategy that would work consistently and that I would feel comfortable doing, that wouldn't risk a lot of money to wait for, and would I could see profit right away. Well, after I came across this strategy, I of course did what everybody does when they find a new strategy. I researched it, and from the research, I'm confident that I can show you now how to make money trading the foreign exchange currency. Um, this alone, which I'm showing you right now, these blue boxes are a part of the method, and probably the biggest amount of money to be made on these blue boxes, but that's not the only method that I trade. There are others that I do, but you have to take time to at least look at the DVD that I put together. It's a complete 3 hours worth of training, but and it could be boring just watching it. But I'll tell you, it's more than I had when I first started off. I wish I had what I'm giving you the chance to look at. Now, you may go through this and say, you know what, I'm not going to invest any type of money in any such thing. That just isn't for me. And that's fine. Please forward this to somebody that you think can and will be able to use the information. You'll see a link as to where to email me, and email me, and I'll send you more information. But the most important thing to understand and probably take away from this is that people can and do make money. I've had a friend tell me, I told him I was making this type of money, he just completely did not believe me. He said, if everybody's losing money, how could you possibly be making money? And I got a little upset, partly because that was almost calling me a liar. It was almost saying, how could you do it if no one else is doing it? And I don't believe what you're telling me. So I got a little upset, but I understand the sentiment behind it. And the sentiment is, we're told time and time again, people are losing money. How can you make money? But remember, foreign exchange currency, you take, as the moves happen, you take the moves that come to you. Okay? Let me show you, for example. What he's talking about is what we've been in. See this large downward spiral? Well, if you had sold it right here and held on to it, even taken out here, this would have all been profit. This means you're selling. You're selling in this direction. Sell again. Sell again. Sell again. This is all people have been doing, is selling, selling, selling. Well, this has been a small uptrend, meaning people are buying, buying, buying. Okay, buying. And I bought right here, for example, but people sold right here. So my point is this: you don't have to hold on forever on these trades. A lot of the trades, in fact, I don't even stay in a trade more than a day with most of these trades. So, but for those that I do, it's not even that long. It's not months on end. So the point is, you can literally be in and be out with profit very quick, very short, no matter what the economy is doing, because you're taking it on the up, you're taking it on the down. It does not matter. This does not change in that way as to how you invest it. Now, if you hold on to it long term, in fact, I don't recommend holding on long term, because you'll end up losing money in some of these if you hold it long term, because whatever goes up typically comes down, and vice versa. Now, granted, if somebody told you to get in way back over here, back in 2007 at the very top, and you would have held on to it, well, yes, you would be making huge amount of money. But and some people do that, but that's not what I'm showing you. I'm showing you where to get in at literally for an hour's time, for a few hours time, for at the most sometimes a day, maybe at the most a few days. But this is very powerful information that you will, when you use it, you will see that you can make money in this economy, and it's very possible. So thank you for taking a moment for watching this quick and listening to my story on foreign exchange currency, and I hope you will join me in seeing how you too can make money trading the foreign exchange currency.